Alright, so look, TTR250. I'm 5'8" and I struggle to get my feet on the ground with it. I can tippy toe, but I like to get both feet on the ground, on any bike. So I'm in the process of lowering the seat height on this. I've already dropped the yokes on the forks there. You can see that I've managed to get about an inch of drop. It's 22.5mm actually. And also what I discovered was, I don't know if it's the same on your bike, but have a look, because you might see that the handlebar riser is actually offset, it's not central. And the bike that I bought, I found that they'd put them on the other way round, so you couldn't actually lower the forks, lower the yokes at all, because it collided with the bottom of the handlebars. So all I did was I whipped off the top of the handlebar yokes, brackets, and switched them around so that the offset is facing more towards the rear of the bike, and then that gives me enough room to drop the yokes on the forks, and so that's dropped the front by about an inch, which is nice. And then we've got this Cruise Tune. It's an Australian make, and the idea is it's a 40mm link basically, so just take the old one out and put this in. So the idea, of course, is that through various bits of boffin head trickery, the gubbins under here is configured in such a way that you got this linkage, which is the original linkage. You take this bolt out which holds this linkage, you just undo the nut on that side and then drift the bolt out like that, and then you got this linkage which then you can sort of maneuver that down like that. And then there's these little plugs on each side of that swinging arm, which you just get out with a screwdriver. And then in here is, I'll show you on both sides. On here you can see there's a bolt which comes out of there. And then you kind of go, why do I get that out? Well, let me whip around the other side and show you. In my EDC, have a look at my EDC video, because you should always carry a torch with you. And look at it being near, and you see, yeah, look. So there's this. It's not a nut. It's just a kind of. That's the head of the bolt, which is kind of milled off on both sides. And the idea is to drift that out. Now, initially, you think, oh yeah, that's straightforward, but it's not, because it's kind of it sits flush on this side. So little tip, I've had to be scratching my head. There's nothing on the internet anywhere of how you do this. Eventually I found out it's actually quite simple. You've got to get yourself a drift which is thinner than the inside of the hole of the nut, the bolt that you just took out, if that makes sense. And then that goes all the way in like that. Goes in quite deep too. I'll show you that. Look. Deeply that goes in, so that's up against the starter there, and then I push that in. Look, that's a long way. That's about 3 inches. So I'm guessing that's up against the head. It must be a hollow bolt, and then just tap it out. You can feel that going. You can actually see that's nearly all the way through. If I spin this round, there you go, there it is, nearly all the way out. I can probably pull that out now. There you go, I can wiggle that out. That's a bit stiff. Let me get my mole grips on that and then pull it out. There it is. Yep, lovely. Ooh, that needs a bit of grease, doesn't it? There we are. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you really, was how you get that out, because that was a little bit of a head scratcher. So now I can pull the drift out, and then that should just drop out. Put gloves on while I'm doing this. And that doesn't want to come out, so why doesn't that want to come out? As I say, I haven't done any preparation for this video whatsoever, but I thought I'd show you. So yeah, that's trapped in there. I need to lift that wheel up, so I'll lift the wheel up a bit high. By the way, look, that's how I did it. I've jacked it up. I've just put it on an axle stand and a side stand. You don't need any fancy jacks or stands or anything to do this job. It's pretty straightforward. Just need to prop that up a bit with another bit of timber. And there it is. So there you go, look at that. And is it much different to this one? I can see there's little bearings in there. I don't know if you can see those. Like brand new bearings. There's the old one. They look a bit worn, but the point is that those two are, you can see that one's 12, 13 mil difference longer, this one, the new one, and that makes all the difference to the bike. So there you go, that one can go in my Yamaha bits, and that one's the new one which is going to go on in the reverse order of what that came off. Straightforward job. So there we have it. Now this is going to be the fun bit. On my own, trying to do this. That's it. That's started. And just use the multi-adjuster. Just push it straight in with your thumb. No worries at all. I'll put the bolt back in. Now of course what we got to do is lift the wheel up higher to line that bolt up. It's nearly there but not quite. So we'll just pack it with a little bit more wood. That's about right. Look at that, perfect. That was more luck than judgment. Yeah. There you go. Give that a little tap. So you may have to lift that up and down a little bit just to wiggle it as you push that bolt in, but then it'll go like that. And now all we've got to do is put the nut on the other side and do that up. Tight. So there you go folks, you don't need many tools to do that job and it's pretty straightforward. But I thought I'd show anyone else who's got a TTR250 how to do it, because I haven't seen any other videos on the internet exactly pointing out what I've just shown you. And I'll take a photo of the tools that you're going to need to do it if you do attempt this job. But for now, let's just drop the bike back on the deck and I'll jump on it and see if that's made much difference. That's made a big difference. Actually, if you're looking at my other video, and I've shown how to do the sprag clutch on it, which is another job which is quite common on the TTR250, you'll see the, I'll put a link up in the top, and you'll see the difference in height. So let's have a look, let's see, here we go. Oh yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that's better, look at that. Alright. So now I can get my feet on the ground, just flat, I can feel my heel just floating on the floor there. So yeah, if you found this video useful, like, sub and push the bell, because that costs you nothing and certainly helps the channel. So yeah, thanks for watching and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.